but I wish that I never had. She must think I'm living in Wonderland. I'm not expecting these people to understand. That is why I got the upper hand. In my big house and I'm smoking some contraband. Wait till the summerland. This big, I keep bringing a rubber band. I need more rubber bands.
Guys, we are back again. It's been a while, man. The last video was show day, wasn't it? So
2 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago?
3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago, yes, tomorrow. We were sitting in Birmingham, swordless, after I gave all that fucking talk. And now we're back, man. So episode 9, I believe this is. Extended episodes to wrap this season up. And I'm not going to talk too much now, guys, because we're getting a session in. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm pretty fucked at the moment. Energy's super low. But believe me when I tell you, we have been grafting our asses off on every single level, not only prep, on business, on literally everything. As you guys know, Troy's here with me now. We have multiple businesses together. Obviously, this show prep is, even though it's something we always talk about, even though it's a one-man competing on the day, way more goes into it than that. And to get where we are today, I've had to do some serious fucking digging, and that's involved some serious sacrificing on everyone else's part. Troy's picked up literally 90% of the workload. Rox has picked up 90% of the workload. So hopefully it's all going to be worth it. But like I said, we're going to bring you with us today. Little day in the life update, 1 week out video. And then we'll go through what's been happening, where we're at now, what the plan is for this week moving forward, as tomorrow is officially the start of peak week. And I'm excited, man. Might not look like it, but I'm super excited. So we're going to go get this session in, last session of the week, rest day tomorrow. So yeah, shout out to Foundry Stafford. This is where you guys will have seen on my story. I'm here at 4:30 every morning, getting my cardio, my steps in. Was here this morning. So we're just gonna go get it done.
Took like 30 years, but I found myself. Ironic with these issues all around my health. I know it ain't nothing new, no, it's all been felt. I know I'ma get it right. No, I found my help, it's you. No execs want that dope dealer that goes.
Right, guys, so we are back in the madhouse, but Rox does an amazing job of making it appear like it's not a madhouse, but trust me, it's absolutely hectic at the moment. But yeah, like I said, at the gym, today is Saturday. Episode 9, give you guys a little catch up, and obviously if you haven't been, most of you have been following on Insta and whatnot, so you know what's going on, but YouTube wise there hasn't been anything since show day. And we've been working super hard. So today's Saturday, last training session of the week, which I'm super grateful for because I'm absolutely battered. But I'm going to go through it in more detail. Little post-workout meal at the moment. So obviously we are 3 weeks since the qualifier. 3 weeks tomorrow, isn't it? Yeah. We had a few days off over after the show for Roxy's birthday. Went to Wales. I had a few days off, came back and had a birthday party, which was sick. But then other than that, we've been right back on plan. And when I say we've been digging for the last 3 weeks, like it's been deep, yeah. It's been emotional. It's been on every level. Like I don't know if you can tell from the training session earlier, from my face, from my demeanor, from what, like, you know, it's hard work. Food's super low at the moment. Just getting my post-workout meal in. So food-wise, we pretty much dropped everything. My macros at the moment, well, macros since the show day, so for the last 3 weeks, I've been about 200 gram of protein, just under 40 gram of carbs. I can't even remember what fats, but basically I've been on just over 1100 calories for the last 3 weeks. So anyone that's got an idea of tracking food will understand how harsh and severe that is. Especially with my body, I hold on to muscle tissue, I hold on to fullness. It takes a lot for me to get flat. I've only just got flat now after 3 weeks of being on 1100 calories. Bear in mind, we put cardio in as well. So I've been doing 20 to 30 minutes cardio a day. I've been doing my 12K steps, obviously training 6 days a week, 1100 calories, no diet breaks, no refeeds, no nothing. And it's been savage, like it's been crazy. I'll sit down and go through it in more detail, but the hardest part is just my meals. I've got no substantial meals. So this is my post-workout at the moment. I've got 200 grams of berries and 60 grams of whey. I have 100 grams of strawberries in my yogurt meal, which is next, but I'm starving today. So what I've done is put them together. And my sponsors, shout out to Complete Strength, my sponsors. They've sent me out some new stuff this week. And this Eton Mess flavored whey is banging, especially with fruit. So what I do is I use a little bit of water, so it's like a thick paste, and it just tastes like a dessert. Pour that over there, and it's banging. So
lifesaver at the minute.
Yeah, literally, anyone that's on prep or that's diet that hard, the little things make such a massive difference. So I've started really being inventive with the little bit of food I have got, just because I'm so food focused at the moment. It's ridiculous. But yeah, so I'll put this together. We're gonna go sit in my new little office setup in the living room. We finally got the puppies out of the living room.
Finally.
So we have a little bit of normal sort of normality when you first walk in the house, which is nice. But we'll go through things. I'll tell you exactly what's been going on over the last 3 weeks, where we're at, and yeah, get everything up to date. So let me pour this on. In fact, I feel like you should get a slow roll.
I was just thinking that slow roll.
Slow roll this. So obviously, 3 weeks ago, like I said, 3 weeks yesterday this was, I haven't actually watched the whole thing. We watched the obviously YouTube video, but I haven't actually watched just this and actually broke it down. Thought we'd wait for this. So yeah, we're just gonna run through it and see where we're at. I spoke when I was speaking to Troy and everyone after, I felt like I did actually a lot better than I thought when I come off.
Yeah,
or I looked a lot better
definitely.
than I thought I did. Like, I don't think fourth place represented my physique, but I understand why I got placed fourth at the same time. But looking at this now, I don't know, man.
What are you thinking now?
Absolutely nothing.
Because when you first do your first pose, I'm looking at you, you don't look like you know what you're thinking
nothing,
yourself.
Nothing. Like I said in the video, I think I was not overwhelmed, but I wasn't relaxed enough, so I couldn't take anything in. So I wasn't thinking anything at all. I wasn't thinking, yeah, let me hit this pose. I don't know what I was thinking.
Oh, you was quite nervous.
Yeah, that's why I said.
At that shot there, you look at your glutes compared to everyone.
No. Yeah. Like I don't know, they're not the hardest, but my glutes were in, my hammies were in, not the best. I got a fat ass, so obviously, well, you can see the lines through my glutes as well, so. I don't know.
We've changed the pose since the last time, haven't we?
Yeah.
With the pose, you can see on the screen now, Scott's got his leg really bent compared to everyone else's, which shows off less hammy when you've got your leg more bent. So people are like standing up straight on the back of their leg, which is going to show a bit more hammy.
Yeah.
So we've changed that this time round.
And this lat spread pose as well. With my rear lat spread, something I've been working on, shout out to Adrian. My rear lat spread, I focus so much on the width, when in reality, your rear lat spread pose is to show you thickness. So I've made a slight adjustment on that pose as well. We went to do some posing sessions, didn't we? So my posing's good, I think, personally, in the sense of hitting the poses, but there's definitely better ways to show what each pose is meant to show, and that's what we've been working on.
I feel like looking at your posing as well compared to like everyone else's, I feel like I've done all the poses.
Yeah, but that's the difference. It's like I hit more of my poses, clean, hit the poses, but there was no oomph about it.
Yeah.
Which is what the feedback was. Well, the feedback was condition, which I don't think was actually that bad, but I'm a million times better now. And showmanship, confidence, but like I said, stage presence. But the nerves got the better of me. And then here I thought I didn't even have first call out. I was like, oh fucking hell. Just about ready. So I actually did get a little bit of a booster here when I got first call out. But then they started moving everyone around and they didn't move me. And then that's when, so anyone that knows, I spoke about it, when you're in your first call out, they're normally comparing everyone, move you into the middle if you're first or second, and then they're comparing. It's not always that way, but 9 times out of 10, if you haven't been moved in the middle, then you're not in that top 1 or 2. So after we did this round and they didn't move me, I realised that I wasn't getting a look in. And then obviously bear in mind I was struggling with nerves and everything already. That sort of was like the nail. Yeah, that was the nail in the coffin. I was like, I didn't think to myself, I can't be arsed now, but the little thing I may have needed to get that boost, it was gone.
Yeah.
I think it was after this one now. Like I'm waiting for the switch and it just never came. What were you like thinking at this point?
I was thinking you've always got a chance when you're in this call out. He so badly wants it, like more than he knows what time of day is, bro. That's crazy. He was so on it.
It's annoying.
He was so gassed for himself, like he was just super happy to be there.
Yeah, but you know what? It's hard for me as well because even if I'm not that gassed person.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna be like giving it all that because it's just not me. I am calm and collected, but I understand I need to give more at the same time. Even if it's just my facial expression.
Yeah.
I honestly thought that, obviously I know that the two in the middle and they swap them around because they're trying to decide. I thought, they've got first, locked off, they're leaving him to the side because they know
no,
first.
But that does happen sometimes.
And then they're trying to decide between second, third and fourth.
I thought that
That's
for a second.
genuinely what I thought.
I thought it might have thought, maybe, like wishful thinking. I thought maybe they're just moving them around because I'm first.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But that does actually happen sometimes because if they don't need to compare you and you're clear winner, they've got to work out second to third or so on.
Because look, glutes, everyone's similar on glutes now.
Yeah, your back as well.
It's just hamstrings. That was that last little bit.
Well, I hit my poses straight away. I'm not messing around. I hold them. I hit them. I've just got to fucking own it like a little bit more, man. But this is what I'm looking forward to. One, getting these last few hard days out of the way so I can have a clear head. And I know as soon as we start carving up, I'm going to enjoy the whole process.
Yeah.
Obviously, use like sim meats. It's been fucking
it's
horrible.
been hard the last few
But
weeks, isn't it?
I know that because of the way this happened, this has been a blessing in disguise. I don't feel no pressure anymore. And I can enjoy it. And I'm fucking the best shape I've ever been in my life. And if there's anyone that knows us three, that fucking there's not anything physically.
There's literally no stone unturned.
Literally, everyone says it, but there's literally not. So obviously a little recap of show day last time. It's mad watching it back actually, because it feels like it was just the other day, but it's 3 weeks, isn't it?
3 weeks tomorrow, yeah.
Yeah, 3 weeks, and like I said, it's been a tough 3 weeks. So hence the reason you haven't really had any videos. Like even today, like it's only because I really wanted to make sure we keep this series up. Otherwise, I was more than happy just to get what I needed done today and get home because, like I said, it's been tough. Bear in mind, we was very low food, very low calories leading up to the qualifier for the last week or so. And then, like I said, so we had show day on Sunday. Monday and Tuesday we was in Wales, which I had completely off eating pretty much. Wednesday was back on plan until the Saturday. Saturday I had, I'd say completely off, 50-50 off just for Roxy's birthday, but that was all part of the plan. And then Sunday we was right back on it. So for the last 3 weeks has been right back into prep. And as I said in the last video, literally as we left the show on Sunday, I spoke to Joe. Obviously the feedback that we got was, like I said, it's stuff that that can be done in the time frame. It's not things that can't be fixed. The feedback we got in terms of that day was structure wise, muscularity wise, physique wise, I can beat everyone on that stage, but conditioning needs to be improved, and stage presence, little few tweaks on posing, certain things like that. So all things that can be improved, and believe me, that's what we've been doing, day in, day out. I've literally been a bodybuilder for the last 3 weeks, 24/7. I don't know if I said it earlier in the video or not. Yes, I think I said it at the start. Between Troy and Rox, they've literally taken every single external factor out of the equation. The PT clients that I usually see, I cut down my PT clients over the last year, but the ones that I do see, shout out to Mo, Adil and a couple of others, they're my regulars. They've had a little break, so I haven't had any PT clients. Staying on top of obviously our online coaching monthly clients, but in terms of the challenge as well, Troy's been taking care of that. Obviously dogs wise, pick him up please. Dogs wise, obviously we've still got eight puppies plus the 5 dogs.
13 dogs.
Yeah, which is a full-time job in itself. Rox has literally completely took over that. So literally my routine since show day has been up at 4:30. As I said before, I moved everything earlier in the day because by the time I get to post-workout, I literally crash. And when I say crash, I mean I physically can't.
Strongest sentence
I can't even see. I can't see straight. Like I was driving to Troy's the other day, yesterday, and I'm in the slow lane going 50 miles an hour because I can't see straight. And I know it sounds dramatic and whatnot, but like I said, I'm 100 kilos shredded, eating 1100 calories a day. I've got female clients weighing less than 60 kilos, eating more than that on a rest day. And I'm doing cardio, which I wasn't doing before. 30 minutes cross training in the morning. I do 12k steps. So my routine since then has been up at 4:30. I go straight to a gym around the corner from me. Shout out to Foundry Stafford, where we just was today. Half an hour cardio. I do 60 minutes on the treadmill to get my steps in. Same again. Prior to that, I was walking outside, but I just haven't got the capacity to walk outside. So I just get on the treadmill and just sort of zone out, watch videos and whatnot. Luckily, bodybuilding's booming at the moment, so there's been loads of videos. To get me through it. So I've been watching a lot of the UK stuff like Cuba, Jamie the Giant and stuff like that. And then obviously it's the Olympia weekend as well, which is a perfect sort of last little bit of motivation going into next week. But yeah, so it's been 4:30.
We watched the Arnold's as well, didn't we?
Yeah.
Arnold's last weekend.
Yeah. So it's been 4:30 cardio. Back home for about just before 7. Shower, trunks on. That we gets light about 7:30, so Rox gets up then, we go outside, progress photos, send them over to Joe, and then crack on with the day. So from there, have meal 1, chill for half an hour, however long it takes me to get up, get my shoes on, down to Brum. Troy will train me, so shout out to the lads again. We normally all train together about 10:30. The lads have pushed that back to about 11:30, 12. And then Troy just trains me one-on-one. And then I finish off whatever steps I've got to do, get back home. So at least that way, by the time I get back, about maybe 1:30, 2 o'clock at the latest, cardio's done, steps been done, 2 meals are in, training's done. And then, like I said, for the most part, from what I can get my head around, I get my work done, my online clients, try and stay on top of as much as I can. But aside from that, Troy's been literally just managing everything, which is obviously been a godsend for me, because it's not even that I'm not on it or want to. Like yesterday I was kept trying to sit down and focus and that, but like I said, it sounds dramatic, but when you're that low on calories and that low on energy and in that much of a deficit for such a prolonged period of time, I can't explain it. Like your brain function is literally on minimal. Like I have the energy just about to get my sets done, which Troy puts me through, and that's it. Like the amount of times I've said to Troy this week, I can't do it anymore. And I said to you the other day, then I said that if I was any less of a person, I would have quit. Like I know I'm never gonna quit, but it's just a constant mental battle from the second I get up out of bed to the second I go to sleep. But this is a sport we're in. It is all mental. But yeah, so long story short, that's been the last 3 weeks. I had my lowest weigh-in this morning at 98.95. It's pretty much 99, but that 0.5 under I'm counting just because it's been a graph. Bear in mind, pre-carb up last time I was sitting at 102 kilos. So we're 3 kilos lighter than that. Bear in mind, we've got another 2-3 days before we start carving up again. So we're pretty much going to be about half a stone, maybe 7-8 pounds tighter come show day. So from the condition I was in, half a stone off of that, it's a big change. Hammies are in, my glutes are in.
I feel like they're not going to recognise you.
Yeah, my hamstring quad tying is super tight. Glutes are in from top to bottom. Like I said, I can't do anymore.
And then a few tweaks on posing as well.
Yeah, a few tweaks on posing. And like I said, I think the biggest factor for me this time around is I don't feel any pressure. I don't get me wrong, it's been hard work, and I'm really looking forward to start putting some food in so I can get that mental clarity back again and enjoy the process, because it hasn't been enjoyable. Like I enjoy the fact it's been so hard, because it, in a weird sort of backwards way, I know not many people can put themselves through what I'm doing, and that's not to knock anyone else, because I'm choosing to do this. I'm not even in a position to moan because I choose to do it. But knowing that I'm in a small percentage of people that can take themselves mentally and physically to the level you have to get this leaner and do it day in, day out, that's motivating within itself. So look, that's definitely been a driving force. But like I said, the biggest factor for me now is, I think, the confidence thing, the nerves out the way. I got 4th place, so essentially on paper, I'm nothing to be. I'm not a threat. I'm 4th place in a qualifier. I know that's not the case, but it does take that pressure off. So I'm going to go enjoy the show. I think we've worked so hard as a collective.
Yeah, you need to enjoy the day this time,
yeah,
because you didn't
I didn't
get a
enjoy
chance
it at
to
all.
do that.
So I'm not, as mad as it sounds, obviously I'm in this to win it, and I want to win. And
You want that sword.
we were talking about it, just to wrap it up this way and get the win at the British after the qualifier and whatnot would be epic. But equally, I've made so much progression in terms of myself, in terms of how far I thought I could push myself, in terms of, you know, the lengths I've been able to push my body to and my mind to, the lengths we've been able to cope with everything, because we run everything, like we all work, all our businesses are our own, and we've been able to manage all of that whilst all this is going on, our relationship as well, everything. So I'm going to go into this show now completely stress-free, enjoying it, owning my posing, enjoying the day, enjoying the time with people. So I think that's definitely going to show in my performance on stage as well, definitely. But yeah, that's where we've been, guys. So like I said, you would have seen some posing from earlier, so you can see for yourself the condition I'm in. Bear in mind, like I said, that's 3 weeks completely depleted. This is me flat as you'll ever see, completely depleted. The plan moving forward is from tomorrow we start pulling back, so cardio's out from tomorrow, but steps stay the same. Start pushing a little bit of fat, so it's not necessarily a fat load, just higher fats before we start loading carbs. So obviously we'll check in every morning with Joe, but how it will work is tomorrow pull back from cardio, a little bit of fats in. Monday, it's a rest day. Monday will be my last leg session, same again, little bit of fats in. Tuesday, same again, low food, fats. And then Wednesday, Thursday will be the carb up. And look, at the peak week last time worked perfectly, and then my body trained drastically within that week. So this time round, with that extra 7-8 pounds off, in the condition I'm in, the lower stress levels I'm in, the better place, just in general, you know, it's going to be the best look ever. And we're just doing some posing this morning. I'm dry, I'm hard, I'm separated. I literally can't do any more. We can't do any more. There's nothing more my body can give at this point. So I'm looking forward to you guys. So sorry about the waffling, but I wanted to make sure we cover everything. Like I said, most of you will have seen the work, because I've been keeping everyone updated on my Instagram. That's, once again, I said it in the last video, something that keeps me accountable is you guys, the constant support, the messages, and it makes it another reason why there's no pressure on me about the result of the finals, because I know regardless of the result, what you guys take from the work that I do, and how many people say, you know, it's inspiring to them and whatnot. That means way more to me than any kind of placing or trophy, but obviously we're still in it to win it as well. But yeah, guys, like I said in the last video, it was very disappointing. It was a hard pill to swallow, but in this sport and in anything in general, all you can do is do the work and get better, and I've done that and more. We've done that and more. So we're going to showcase that next week.
Bigger and better.
Bigger and better. Season finale coming soon. 3:30, we're making good time today. 3:30, training's done, everything's on point. I've got 2 meals left. Steps wise, I'm on 7k. Normally on a little bit more by now, but like I said, today, thank God, was my last cardio session, which and definitely appreciated. But we still got steps in. So I'm hitting 12k steps a day at the moment. From tomorrow, direct cardio will be out. So my cross trainer will be out, and it's just steps. So what I'll probably do is put my alarm back a little bit, give myself an extra hour in bed, and just walk instead of heading to the gym. Hey.
Hi.
And then at least that way we have a little bit extra food tomorrow, a little bit less less direct cardio, just steps. But obviously with all the dogs, we've got no excuse not to get our steps in. So yeah, get these steps done today, bring Mambo out, and then we can wind down the weekend. You got work tonight though, anyway. So
Yeah.
non-stop as always. What do you reckon the hardest part of prep's been for you? Do you reckon?
I think just like I have Scott as my fiance, and then this version of Scott is not obviously you're my fiance, but like you're very different, like because obviously you're so deep in prep and you're so focused. Like there's not really much time for there to be like us.
Yeah.
As a couple, like everything revolves around like bodybuilding and training and posing and pictures and food, and then like our life is hectic anyway, isn't it?
Yeah.
So with the dogs and then with life, like so working full time, I think it's just like it's hard to get everything in, and then to have you feeling how you do, and then I'm trying to take the most pressure off you with the puppies and that, obviously having 3 litters whilst you're on prep. I mean, don't get me wrong, like I love having the puppies, but it's fucking graft.
Yeah.
But no, I am just excited to have you back.
Yeah.
Like as funny Scott who makes silly jokes and, you know, like loving, affectionate, that sort of thing. But obviously, like I understand it. Like I think because I've done it as well, and I remember that the zombie phase and feeling so drained. But I think from the outside, it's hard for people to look in and be like, well, you chose to do this.
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
You know, it's your own fault. Like you wanted to do this, you chose to do that. But I think because I have done it myself, it's given me like a bit of an inside taste.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
I can understand how you're feeling, and it gives me a lot more compassion and patience for when you're short with me, or when you're short with the dogs, or why you're not giving me a conversation, because I can remember what I was like when I was like.
Well, I think the good thing is we have, don't get me wrong, as much as it's been tough and that, we do have, as much as we've had things happen and whatnot, we have good communication. So even when it got bad at that one point a couple of weeks back, we still were able to navigate through it. And even though I think after that point where it was tough, it was rough between us, it's been harder, but we've managed it better
because we've had so much more on, and your prep's been so much more severe.
Yeah, but because we've communicated effectively, and like you said, you've been compassionate. I feel like I have been better. I know I've been worse in terms of me, but in terms of trying to not be as much of a twat, like directly, obviously, you know, that's been better as well.
Definitely, yeah.
But yeah, I think, like, you know, like we was watching, what's his name? Jamie the other day, Jamie the Giant.
Yeah.
And that's what I wanted to show, because I feel like,
watching them two as a couple was really relatable.
And I understand how much the pressure it is on you, but equally, this is what I do.
Yeah.
And you know it, and you understand it as well. So it's never not going to be hard. Of course it's going to be hard, but I do feel like you appreciate it, you appreciate the work, you appreciate what it takes. So
yeah, definitely. Obviously, when I met you, I knew that this was always like, you know, it's Scott Swench is the brand, like you don't come without the bodybuilding and all of that. And that's one of the reasons why I like so much from the start, because of the drive and the ambition, and like we're very similar now.
And like I said to you the other day, I wouldn't be the bodybuilder I'm now. I wouldn't be at this point now where I'm the best I've ever. I said it to you the other day, no? Like it's directly, you know, with having you there.
Being a team,
100%.
Yeah, they say, like, I feel like bodybuilder from the outside looks, it's like one person on the stage competing, but it's not. It's so much a team sport. Like we were saying earlier about Troy taking like the reins with like the coaching and stuff, and then your clients taking a back seat, and then obviously us, like, it is not an individual sport at all. It's definitely like a team that goes behind it, like Joe and everything.
Yeah, of course. Look at how many people, even Dan, Dan, Joe, Troy, all the lads, my brother, even down to my mum. Like, my mum's messaging me and like, I'm hardly messaging, and she's like, I get it, I'm just messaging you just so you know I'm there.
So you know,
Like, you know, so.
But she's not going to get a conversation out of me right now.
But
this is the most I spoke to you in the last 3 weeks.
I know, but I have ups and downs.
That was something that Jamie the Giant said as well, isn't it? Like, what everyone sees on social media, although you're always very raw with it.
Yeah.
Like, social media gets the best side of you.
Yeah, and that's...
And like the conversations and stuff, like, you always try and pick yourself up to be able to do this talking, and then you come off.
And I'm
because
dead.
Obviously no one wants to watch the screen when you're like,
I think that's different. No, the social media, that's my accountability.
Yeah.
You know, that's my accountability, because I have, like I said, it's not, for me, it's not so much about the result. I know how many people like look up to me and are inspired by it, which is massively inspiring for me. So I have to keep that up for them, and that keeps me going as well. But I think I'm really looking forward to competing now. I'm really looking forward to wrapping this up. I'd love to end it on a win, like I said, for us more than anything. I just think that'll be an epic way to do it. But I think it's made us stronger.
Yeah, 100%. I feel like if a couple can get through bloody, how many puppies do we have?
12, 13 puppies, 5 dogs.
Yeah, in
work,
a small house.
3-4 businesses, each other.
Prep, a severe prep.
Yeah. So
I feel like we've got this on lock. Kids can be easy.
I know. Baby Swent should be absolutely a walk in the park.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, we got one more push. So peak week from tomorrow, and then once I get a car bill in, I'll be back. And then it's just a case of enjoying the week. Then I feel like we'll be able to enjoy it.
Yeah.
We can really just see it all come together, and hopefully it ends in the result. And then either way.
Yeah, but if it doesn't, I feel like you've done absolutely everything in your power that you could.
Yeah, 100%.
And if someone beats you on the day with the better physique, you know.
If someone beats me now, like, it is what it is, because like I said, there's not many people that can put themselves through what we've done and what I'm doing. So it is what it is, and I'm that hungry. I don't give a crap. I just want to eat, literally. So
have a nice food.
I know, but that's what I said to you. I think it's made me very grateful for us. It's made me very grateful for the life that we do have, and the fact we're able to do everything that we want to do, and we live on our own terms, and we work for ourselves and building our house and our empire and whatnot. But equally, just the little things now, like going out for food, spending time together, going, I don't know, go for a walk without dawdling, taking the dogs out, having a bit more patience, all of that stuff I'm looking forward to. So what is your prediction for the show? You got to make a prediction.
Oh, you're going to win it? Obviously. Yeah. I'm not going to predict you came fourth.
Well, I don't know.
I'm going to predict you won the last one. I was ready to kick off on someone else.
Not too bad, 9,000 steps. So hope you enjoyed that little update. I know it's been a lot of talking today, guys, but you know, we want to keep you up to date with everything. I know you lot are just as invested with us, with the dogs, with prep, with rocks. So wanted to make sure we give you the full update on everything. But as I said, man, this is it, man. Peak week is tomorrow. I can't believe it's here. I'm fucking grateful it's here. I've literally got about 30 grams of extra fats tomorrow, and that in itself is just like, that's why this is the most I've talked in about 3 weeks. So yeah, man, I'm like I said, me and Rox, we've been speaking about everything, and we're very, you know, open with everything, and despite how hard it's been, we are in a really good place. And physically, like I said, there's nothing more I can give to this prep. Mentally, there's nothing more I can give to this prep. And I feel like that's going to show in my physique, and it already does show in my physique. The peak week protocols we've got on point, so that's almost a formality. So now I get to just relax, pull some fatigue off, and rest my body, rest my mind, enjoy the build up to the show, enjoy the show. And the next time you'll see us will be a week today. What time is it now? A week today, I'll probably be getting on stage. And you know, wherever the what's the saying, man? I always get this wrong. Wherever the chips fall, or wherever the cards fall.
Chips falling.
Is it the chips fall? Wherever the chips, wherever the wind blows, wherever the chips fall. Like I said, when you've given it all, like mentally, spiritually, physically, like I said, it's irrelevant. Obviously, if I don't do well, I'll probably be pissed initially. But other than that, I'm so much more looking forward to, you know, the end result, showcasing it properly this time, and then enjoying that time after with my fiance, with my friends, with Dan, with my family, with everyone. We're all gonna get some food and actually enjoy the day after, rather than just be in the dumps with it. So yeah, man, thank you for sticking with me, guys. Hope you've been enjoying the series. We got one more episode left, and I promise it'll be the last one, because Rox is definitely done. So am I, to be fair. And then from there, we're gonna just focus on rest, recovery, health, get into the off season, but that will all come after. Me and Rox are starting our own YouTube channel as well, so keep an eye out for that. Just more lifestyle stuff, you know, keeping our content up throughout the off season as well. But all in all, guys, once again, I know I say it each and every time, but I appreciate everyone's support, appreciate everyone's daily messages. Trust me, especially these last few weeks more than ever, you don't understand how much they've motivated me and keep me going. Like I said, you guys are my accountability, and you know, when I got people calling me like the people's champ and stuff like that, it sounds mad, but that's what gets me going, because it shows me that what I do is bigger than bodybuilding. You know, I motivate and inspire people, and that means the world to me. So yeah, I'm gonna put a last bit of work in. We've got 3-4 more days of hard work, then we can pull it right back, coast into the show, and next Saturday, I promise you will see the best version of me to date. Showcased correctly, with confidence, with passion, and if we could get that British title, it would be the absolute icing on the cake. So stick with me, guys. Appreciate your support, and I will see you this time next week.